Okay, now we're on a new stream, everybody. We're on a new stream. So there it is. There we are now on a new stream. I apologize for the confusion today. Not very smooth. V Boyer, what's going on, V Boyer? Good to see everybody. I will end this one here. There we go. Now we are back on the new stream. I apologize for the confusion today. It has not been a smooth day so far, but that's not it. Body cam.
Tail lights were not working as you were driving on the road. Okay? No tail lights. Simple stop. I was going to get out with him, explain to him, hey, you're already at your residence. It's going to be a simple warning. I don't. Who is this?
This is my son. Right
Your
here,
son?
right there.
Okay. What's his name?
Derek.
Derek stepped out, started interjecting into the traffic stop, yelling, preventing me from continuing my stop with Cody. Okay, at that point in time, my partner showed up. We attempted to detain Derek due to interfering with public services. That's when he ran into the house. We had to follow him into the house. And at that point in time, he was placed in custody.
Let the law figure it out. You know?
Yes, sir.
He probably don't think he had any right to come in his house or whatever. So.
Well, he was out here interfering with the traffic stop, and when we went to try to detain him, he ran into the house. And at that point in time, we don't know if he's going to retrieve weapons. We don't know exactly what's going on. So, well, you know, me being on this stop, I don't know what's going on. So, yeah. So Cody's in cuffs in the backseat of my car. He was just detained because he failed to ID. He's not going to be placed in the jail or anything like that, but he failed to ID. That's what started this whole fiasco.
I mean, let's go back to here.
I've done nothing.
I mean, look at that. You don't want that to happen to you. You don't want to be drugged to your car by your torture cuffs. You don't want any of this right here. And the way you get this, let me just clue you in real quick, all right? The way you get drug off is by not following a rigid set of policies, procedures, and protocols. If you decide that you don't want to do what the system is intended to do, which is to take dominion over your life, if you don't want to have them have physical dominion over your life, you already have to jump through every single hoop there is. Your tax dollars go to wars, bombs, cops, and cages. We know that. What my job is to make sure that you don't get drug off to a dungeon, that you don't get put in the torture cuffs. That's what my job is. I'm supposed to help you make sure that you don't get drug off to a dungeon. And so that's why I'm here. Everybody, do me a favor, hit the like button real quick, and then type in the comment section, OTVO. Let me see how many people we lost in the switch over to get on the stream. I apologize. Sorry, I didn't set up the live stream. My assistant did. He's new, still learning how it works. I apologize to you guys. If you don't want to get drug off to the dungeon, then you have to follow a very rigid set of policies, procedures, and protocols. Everybody, if you're not subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, as I watch things like this happen, as I watch people get tortured, as I watch the cops chase them down, grab them, and when they grab you, they always elbow or kick or punch or knee. It's called pain compliance as they punch you in the face as two other guys are holding you down. As I watch this, I just think to myself, I can't wait to be the executive in charge one day. I cannot wait to change it where when two guys are on top of you or one person has a hold of you, you cannot strike that person because the optics of watching you be attacked are so horrendously bad. They're so horrendously bad. So I'm going to give it a couple seconds here, and we'll go to the little bit back a little bit.
Driver of this car causing the issues.
Hey,
I'm not a driver.
Hey, no, you don't tell me what to do. You interjected yourself into the. Hey, no, get off my property. Get over here now.
Are you the excuse me, sir? Are you the supervisor?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Get away from me. You're interjecting yourself into this traffic stop.
Get off my property, you piece of shit!
Get over here now.
No, you get over here then. He wants to say get over here like I'm a dog.
I will get over here.
Yeah, exactly. What is going on?
Yeah, exactly.
Get away from me. Get away from me.
Why didn't they shut the garage door? Why didn't they shut and lock the garage door? Why was that garage door open?
No, get away from me. Get away from me. Get away from me.
Stop! Channel.
Stop! Help! Help! Help!
Give me your hands! Give me your hands now!
Help! Help! It's my glasses!
Like I said,
Help!
give us a
Help!
chance.
Help! I heard it. Oh my God!
Stop.
Help!
Get back! Step back! Get back!
Help! 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 Mama, help! Take my phone! Take my phone, Mama.
We got 1 minute.
Asking you for some stupid.
I've done nothing. He's hurting my wrist. He's breaking my wrist. Get off of me. I can't even breathe.
Get back! Let him go.
Where's my glasses? Give me
I got him.
Give me my glasses. I can't stop breaking my arm.
I'm not
Get
Hey, yo, get back. Get
What is
back.
this?
Step back.
You
Yo,
gotta
get
get my glasses.
step
I
back.
cannot see.
Yo.
You gotta stop.
His glasses are right there. Those are his glasses, okay. You step out with me. Hey, you know what?
What the hell is going on?
Please let us go. Hey, don't hurt him. He has not committed. Man, step
Let
back.
him go. You're hurting me so hard.
I mean, look. All that screaming and yelling is not helping you. It's not helping the guy who originally was pulled over. It's not helping you.
Please let us go. Hey, don't hurt him. He has not committed. Man, step
Let
back.
him go. You're hurting me so hard. You're hurting me so hard. You put him in the Kimura. Crap. What is
I
wrong
have your
with you?
glasses. I have your glasses.
Get in my glass. What's wrong? I've done nothing. Please record this. They're kidnapping me. I've done nothing.
I don't know what's going
Can
on.
we all talk like adults, please? Can you come in with me?
Please talk.
Hey, Rob. I put him in my car. Come on.
Why
Come
don't I
with
have to go in the car?
Because right now you are
You have
causing
my
more
ID?
of an issue. Yes.
What did I do, man? You have my ID, dude. Can you run my ID at least, or what? What are you doing, dude? Why don't I have to go in the car if I just stay in here, man? Are you serious, man?
All right, step in the car.
Why are you doing this? What was your name? Badge number?
Step in the car.
Why are you doing this to me, man?
Step in the car.
Okay. Can I at
Move
least-
your foot.
He's pushing on me. I have a bad back. He's hurting
I'm
me.
keeping you from turning towards me.
To talk to you, stupid. How
Who
stupid
is
are
this?
you?
Stay
Who is
back.
this?
Help! I'm getting
Back.
kidnapped. I've
Sorry,
done
just stay right
nothing
there.
wrong.
Stay right there.
House. They ran in our house.
I've done nothing wrong. No crime at all. Nothing wrong.
Let's get him in the car.
No!
Yes.
I'm not going
Stand
with
up.
you. I've done nothing.
Stand up.
What are you doing?
Stand up.
I've done nothing. I've done nothing. I've done. You're hurting me. My arms are getting
We're
broken.
10-4. Still got one more
Hey,
resistance.
Get me your supervisor now. I want a supervisor. Give me a supervisor. I need a supervisor. I'm being kidnapped. I've done nothing. I've done nothing.
Come on.
You're such a piece of shit. I've done nothing wrong.
Get in the car.
Help! Ah, my arm!
We're 10-4. Anybody else coming? Y'all can reduce.
So he said we're 10-4, but he meant to say we're code 4. Code 4 means that everything's under control because they put the two people who they originally pulled over in torture cuffs in the torture mobile.
I got it. 68. You can go from channel.
Deputy Peters conducted a traffic stop on this vehicle. I don't.
No.
On that vehicle. I don't know if that's your son. Who it is?
Ma'am.
Son came out and is interfering with.
Ma'am,
No.
would you like to accompany me so I can get my flashlight out of your house?
I don't know if that's your son.
You don't have to let them back in your house. You could simply tell him that you're going to go get the flashlight. There's no reason that you have to bring a jackboot thug pig back into your house. Put a 1 in the chat if you understand what I'm saying to you. He came in there. You don't have to let him back in there. He doesn't have a warrant to go back into your home. He never had a warrant to begin with. The person that he was chasing to apprehend has been apprehended. You no longer have to give him access to your home. You can tell him, wait here, I will go inside and I will get your flashlight. Do you understand? Put 1 so we can go on.
I don't think this needed to go this far.
Of course it didn't. Your son screaming and yelling escalated this. That guy not having his license, registration, and proof of insurance put together is the reason why we're in this situation. We're here right now because the guy who got pulled over didn't follow a rigid set of policies, procedures, and protocols. You guys know I have no respect for this garbage system. We know it. You know it about me. I don't respect this crap. I don't want to see you go to the dungeon. I don't want to see you getting put in torture cuffs. You get your ish put together. Your license, registration, and proof of insurance goes on a card. You don't want to get a driver's license? You want to travel? Great. Great. Send me the video as they drag you off to the dungeon. And Team DLZ and I will sit here and cry because we've seen you in the room 100 times. Don't get wrapped up in you going to the dungeon. Don't get wrapped up in it. You don't want to go to the dungeon. You might die. You might die. That's how serious it is. I left Ohio when they were going to try to revoke my bond for peacefully protesting. It's a misdemeanor. Then when I went around the cops to film them like I had been doing in Ironton, Ohio, the judge then set a bond hearing to see if they're going to revoke my bond or not. Do you think they were going to revoke my bond? Yes or no? Do you think they were going to revoke my bond? Yes, I think they were going to revoke your bond. No, I don't think they were going to revoke your bond. Yes, they were going to revoke my bond. I had to flee Ohio. And why did I have to flee? For a misdemeanor? Because if you go to the dungeon, you might die. Do you understand that? You could die. Do you get it? It's not like hardy har ho ho ha ha. You could die. The first rule, do no harm. First rule, do no harm to yourself. Do no harm to others. Rule number one, write it. Do no harm. You cannot put yourself in that position. You have to make sure that they don't put you in a cage where they can kill you, or they can send another inmate in to kill you, or you can hang yourself like Jeffrey Epstein. You have to be so strong about this. Did I see Rights On come in the room? I think I saw Rights On. There he is. Rights On's got a good channel. Go over there and subscribe.
Over what was the traffic stop for? Can you tell me what the traffic stop
Yes, ma'am.
was for?
So the other person who I was trying to conduct business with.
Cody.
So
What are you
Cody,
looking for?
my flashlight.
Is that it? I don't know which
Yes,
one.
ma'am. That's it. Which one of these are his phone?
This is Cody's and Derek's.
Okay.
Okay.
You want me to give it to Cody? Okay. All right. Let's step back outside.
66% of people who watch, 64% of people who watch this channel are not subscribed. Please hit the subscribe button.
You okay?
Please turn me on. I can't breathe. I cannot breathe. I cannot breathe. Please. I cannot breathe. There's no air. Please, roll the window down or something, please.
What's going on?
Listen carefully. Listen carefully.
Turn me on. I can't breathe. I cannot breathe. I cannot breathe. Please. I cannot breathe. There's no air. Please, roll the window down or something, please.
What's going on?
I'm not leaving the door open.
I'm not doing it. I'm not going
You
anywhere.
already
Please.
did do it. Put your foot in the
Please,
car.
I have my cuffs.
Put
Please.
your-
They're breaking my wrist.
We'll check them in
Please.
a second.
Just
when you
check
calm
it right
down.
now. I'm not
No.
here. I'm not doing anything wrong. Help! I can't breathe.
Are you okay, ma'am?
No,
Okay.
this is too much.
Yes, ma'am. I'm not being funny. Do you need a paramedic?
I don't know.
Okay.
No. So, what's this guy doing?
So, Cody, I pulled him over. It was a traffic stop. Let's step over here so I can speak with you.
Now, just remember the two guys in the car are being tortured right now.
Cody, driving the vehicle over here. The vehicle had no taillights. Simple stop. I was going to get out with him, explain to him, hey, you're already at your residence. It's going to be a simple warning. I don't. Who is this?
This is my son. Right
Your
here,
son?
right there.
Okay. What's his name?
Derek.
Derek stepped out, started interjecting into the traffic stop, yelling, preventing me from continuing my stop with Cody. Okay, at that point in time, my partner showed up. We attempted to detain Derek due to interfering with public services. That's when he ran into the house. We had to follow him into the house. And at that point in time, he was placed in custody.
Let the law figure it out. You know?
Yes,
I mean, he probably don't think he had any right to come in his house or whatever. So.
Well, he was out here interfering with the traffic stop, and when we went to try to detain him, he ran into the house. And at that point in time, we don't know if he's going to retrieve weapons. We don't know exactly what's going on. So
It's exigent circumstances from the 1925 case of Carroll versus United States, coupled with the 1968 holding of Terry versus Ohio. 1925 case creates exigent circumstances. If there's going to be a loss of life, then the cop, 1968 Terry versus Ohio, says it's an officer safety thing because if he runs in the house, he's going to go grab a gun. And that's what happened right here.
Oh, well, you know, me being on this stop, I don't know what's going on. So Cody's in cuffs in the backseat of my car. He was just detained because he failed to ID. He's not going to be placed in the jail or anything like that, but he failed to ID. That's what started this whole fiasco.
Well, what actually started the whole fiasco was that cop screaming and yelling. The kid, I don't know what the other guy's name, the long hair hippie guy, him screaming and yelling. Listen, if you want to, let me show you something. If you want to invoke your right of travel to your right to travel. So we're at 15 minutes on this video here. Let me show you something.
Republic.
Watch how calm and cool.
Yellow.
Hey,
How
how
you
you
doing?
doing? Hey, I'm doing good. How about you?
You don't got a driver's license or plates?
Operating in the private, sir.
What's that?
I said I'm operating in the private.
Operating in the private?
Yes, sir.
You're on a public roadway, though.
You still got the constitutional right to travel.
You do, but you also need a valid driver's license to operate a motor vehicle.
That's if you was
And
operating commercially, sir.
Is his wife screaming in the back seat? No, she's not. Does he have a best friend screaming, he's got a right to travel, it's constitutional? Nope. Nothing's going on. Nice and calm, nice and easy.
Where are you headed?
To the United States of America Republic.
You're already in the United States.
I know. I said I'm going to the Republic.
Where's the Republic at?
We in the Republic right now. We're traveling through the United States of America
Where's your
Republic.
destination?
The Republic, the United States of America Republic.
Okay, where's that?
That's in the Republic.
Where's that at?
In the Union Republic states.
Okay, so when you put your GPS on, you put Republic and it
Yes.
comes up?
I put United States of America Republic.
Okay, and it tells you where you go?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. You have no insurance either on the car? So if you get into an accident, what do you say?
I'm in the Republic, sir. I'm in the private.
I'm saying if you get into an accident, you say you're in the Republic?
I'm in the United States of America Republic.
And you have no other form of ID on you besides that passport?
That's just my passport. Yep. I have no contracts with the state.
Where do you sleep at night?
The United States of America Republic, sir.
That's where you sleep at?
Yes, sir.
And where's that?
The United States of America Republic, sir.
United States of America.
We're trying to be cool with you, right? You understand? Right?
Yeah, I respect all of you guys.
Not providing information is illegal.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm giving you my exact address. That's the United States of America.
That's not a
Republic.
valid address.
That's not a territorial address. That's the country. I don't reside within the federal territories of the District of Columbia.
For work.
Huh?
What do you do for work?
Just handyman.
Handyman?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, but you got.
He even answered the question. He didn't invoke any rights, but what he didn't do is have someone screaming behind him. He's not yelling. He's not losing his composure. He's recording himself so we can see if anything happens to him. So he's not trying to offend the cop, not by putting the camera in his face. He knows that he's walking on thin ice by not having a license and insurance and registration. So he's not going to escalate things at all whatsoever. I agree with his right to travel. I'm just not going to advise you good people to do that because I don't want to see you go in torture cuffs and have your car impounded and you go to jail.
You got to give us an address or give us something. Otherwise, we're going to bring you to the station.
I understand what you're saying. I live in the United States of America.
That's
Republic.
not a valid address, though.
I understand that, but this is where I reside at.
All right, so you rather keep saying that than
yes, sir.
Be cooperative with us, and you want to go to the station tonight and have us tow your car?
Sir, you can do whatever you want. You know, I'm residing.
We're trying to be lenient with you.
I understand what you're saying, but I reside in the United States of America Republic. I don't have any contracts with the state.
He threatened him to arrest him, put him in a dungeon, impound his car, and look how smooth and calm. His wife doesn't start screaming in the background, he's got a right to travel, he's got a right to travel. She's not doing that. He's calmly, coolly, collected, explaining, I'm in the United States Republic. I have a right to travel the United States Republic. He threatens him with the dungeon. He says, I'm just traveling.
Let's tow your car.
And then he tells him, you could do whatever you want, not trying to challenge his authority.
You rather keep saying that than
yes, sir.
Be cooperative with us, and you want to go to the station tonight and have us tow your car?
Sir, you can do whatever you want. You know, I'm residing.
We're trying to be lenient with you.
I understand what you're saying, but I reside in the United States of America Republic. I don't have any contracts with the state. I'm not giving any contracts.
So you don't live in any house? Any house?
I live in a republic. Yeah, my house
so
is my house. I reside in the United States of America Republic.
All right. So when you apply for a job or apply for something,
I just put USA Republic.
You just put USA Republic.
Yes, sir.
No numerical anything.
No, sir.
Just USA Republic.
USA Republic, sir. Of the Union States.
Well, in Illinois, which is where you're at right now.
Yes, sir.
Which is part of the United States, you need to have valid registration on a vehicle to drive on a public roadway, which you're on right now.
Yes, sir.
And you also need a valid driver's license to operate a vehicle in Illinois.
I understand that, sir.
All right, so I mean, we'll let you drive away, but you have to give us a valid address.
I understand that.
If not, we're taking you to the station and then we'll tow the car.
I understand that, sir. Can I give you the address?
Yeah, but okay, United States Republic is not going to work in our system.
I don't have any other address to provide, sir.
No, you got a parent's address, mom, dad.
No, sir.
They live in the United States Republic
Yes,
too?
sir.
All right, my man.
With the flashlight right in his eyes, he didn't budge.
That's your kid and wife?
Yes, sir.
And they live.
That cop's standing there staring at him, just 12 inches from his face, putting the light in his eyes. He never loses composure once. Not once.
Live with you?
Yes.
They don't have an address either?
Where do you live at?
Huh?
Where do we live at?
United States of America Republic. Sir.
All right.
Like Jason D just said, not only is she not screaming, but she isn't telling her man to just cooperate, just agree with him, just do what he says. It's how you do it. I think April said a few minutes ago, or I'm sorry, it was Felicia said a few minutes ago, you control the situation by controlling yourself first. That's how you do it.
It's gone.
Lights in his face.
They're all gone. The candy's gone.
Where do we live at?
United States of America Republic.
There it is. Now let's compare and contrast.
Today, your tail lights were not working as you were driving on the road. Okay.
I haven't.
Okay.
We need to
see a supervisor.
You were operating
Not
on a
operating.
public
Stop
roadway.
using that terminology. You're lying. Stop it.
You have a
Stop
driver's
lying.
license.
Get
that
your
I can
supervisor
see.
here for lying right now. You're actually lying.
Not at this point in time. If you can provide me with your driver's license.
I'm not. I
Not
You have a driver's license.
Yeah, not driving.
I don't answer
Not
questions.
driving. Don't answer questions. Get your supervisor here for lying on the record.
68. Can I
What's
get
your
a
name and
101?
badge number? You're literally lying right now. On
Okay,
the
right,
record.
right now you are being placed. You are detained.
Whoa.
You are being detained.
Help. Hey, he does not
Right now
need
you're
to
being
help me.
detained.
Okay,
If I
stop.
give you my license, stop.
Bro, that's crazy. You really? Wow.
Right now you're being detained.
Illegally detained.
bro.
Bro.
Give me your other hand.
Dude, you're gonna be losing your job. You're getting
what have
sued.
I
You're
done?
getting sued, dude.
What have I
You're
done?
losing your job.
Right
No
now-
crime has been committed. Can you help me? That's
Right
what
now I am detaining you,
Dad, what
failing to
have I
ID.
Can you look it up?
He's literally not committed.
I can, but you're refusing to offer it to me.
He's arresting me for failure to
Right
ID.
now you're not
He's-
being arrested.
He's saying he's taking me as Karen.
Right now you're not being arrested.
What is your name?
Sir, step
What
back.
is your name?
Step
Shut
back.
the fuck up. What's
You're
your
about to
name?
get detained too.
Yeah,
Step
shut
back.
up. You're not even
taking me for failure to ID.
He warned him that they were going to grab him.
Your life. You're kidnapping somebody.
Please.
Right now, like I said, you are not
He's
under
kidnapping
arrest.
somebody. He's not
You
even
are being
for his life.
detained,
He couldn't
okay?
even handcuff.
That's the same.
Illegally
That's the
detained.
same thing. I don't consent to
I'm
any
10-4.
searches.
I
So
got
his
you.
tail light was out. His
People
tail light was out. So
causing
now
problems.
he's
Allegedly.
Look at that, dude.
Allegedly.
His tail light's out.
Please, I do not.
Look at
wanna
that,
go.
Mom.
I'm sorry. Can I ask
Not
what's
at this
going
time.
on?
Right now, he's being
He's
detained
okay.
because he
He's
failed to
putting
ID.
his
What I'm
hands on
trying
me.
to do is
Right, his
He's
hands
putting
on
is
his
you.
get his
cuffs.
ID because he was
Why am
driving
I
a
in cuffs
vehicle.
when
No, he's not
on a
driving.
public
Now you're
roadway.
lying again.
Sir,
What the
Why
fuck
would
this is
I
not
cuff?
about you,
That's
okay? This is
stupid.
with him.
You keep saying the wrong
Where's your
terminology.
driver's license?
That's how
Under
stupid
duress.
you are.
Okay.
You can under duress. Can I get it for you?
Where is it at?
Then I gotta take you in.
I know. I live in the United States of America
I know, I do
Republic.
too. But to make this go smooth for everybody, if you give me an address, we can get you out of here as quickly as
I
possible.
live in the United States of America Republic, sir.
Okay. So you're
He called him sir. Remember, Taquan X is going to drive away. No torture cuffs. Doesn't got to step out of the car. Nothing. Does the baby in the back help? Probably. Probably. Most men don't want to take a baby out and have to deal with child protective services and getting them on the side of the street.
not gonna tell me where you live?
I live in the United States of America
Your
Republic. That's where I
address,
live.
where you live.
I don't live in the federal territories. I live in the United States of
Okay,
America
so
Republic.
where is that?
The United States of America Republic, sir.
Are you sure you want to do this?
I live in the United States of America
Okay.
Republic, sir.
All right. Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Context. Always remember that, Ashley. Minimum context. That's when you give an address, you waive your rights.
Look how calm this man is being.
Today, your tail lights were not working as you were driving on the road, okay? And then you immediately pull into a residence. Ma'am.
Son came out and is interviewing with.
Ma'am.
No.
He's pushing him out of that back. He's hitting
I'm
him.
keeping you from turning towards me.
To talk to you, stupid. How stupid
Who's
are
this?
you?
Stay
Who is
back.
this?
Help! Help!
Hey, don't hurt him.
He has not.
Get back! Step back!
Get.
Get away.
Get away from me! Get away
Get away.
Get away from me! Get away from me!
68 channel.
Stop! Help! Help! Help!
Give me your hands. Give me your hands now.
Help! Help! It's my glasses!
I got
Help! 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 I heard it around my gosh! Help!
Get back! Step back!
Get back.
Help! 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 Mama, help! Take my phone! Take my phone, Mom.
We got 1 minute.
I'm doing nothing. He's hurting my wrist. He's breaking my wrist. Get off of me. I can't even breathe.
Get back!
Let him
Oh
go.
my God.
Where's my glasses? Give me
I got
my
him.
glasses. Give me my glasses. I can't. Stop breaking my arm.
I'm not breaking your
Hey,
arm.
yo,
Get back.
Get
What
your
is
step
that?
back.
You
Yo,
want to
get-
get my glasses?
step
I
back.
cannot see.
Yo,
You gotta stop breaking.
His glasses are right there.
Those are his glasses, okay?
Glasses.
You step out with me.
Hey, you know what you're doing.
What the hell is going on?
Please let us go.
Hey, don't hurt me. He has not committed this.
Ma'am, step
Let
back.
him go. You're hurting his shoulder. You're hurting his shoulder. You put him in the Kimura. Crap. What is
I
wrong
have your
with you?
glasses.
What's wrong
I
with
have your glasses.
you? Get in that glass. What's wrong? I've done nothing. Please record this. They're kidnapping me. I've done nothing.
I don't know what's going
Can
on.
we all talk like adults, please?
You're coming with me.
Please talk.
Hey, Rob, I'm putting him in my car. Come on.
Why do
Come
I
with
have
me.
to go in the car?
Because right now you are
You have
causing
my
more
ID?
of an issue. Yes.
What did I do, man? You have my ID, dude. Can you run my ID at least, or what? What are you doing, dude? Why do I have to go in the car if I just stand here, man? Are you serious, man? Dude.
All right, step in the car.
Why are you doing this? What was your name? Badge number?
Step in the car.
Why are you doing this to me, man?
Step in the car.
The reason why he's doing that to him is because this man does not follow a rigid set of policies, procedures, and protocols. So for me, I agree with your right to travel. I agree you shouldn't need a driver's license. I agree you shouldn't have to pay to register your car. However, I teach you to have your trifold in your visor, to have your license, registration, and proof of insurance ready to go on a laminated card. I teach you to immediately invoke your Fifth Amendment right. That's what I teach. I agree you have the right to travel. I agree. Who concurs? I concur. Who concurs? I concur. Who will second the motion? I will second the motion. That does not mean I am going to watch them drag your ass off to a dungeon because you didn't follow a rigid set of policies, procedures, and protocols. Why didn't you do it? Why don't you have this done? You need to have this done. This right here, so you know, this right here makes it. Now, you need a trifold, or you at least need the one you print out at home that I sent to you for free. I sent out 150 this morning to people. Put a one in the chat if you have a trifold. Put a one in the chat if I sent you a trifold for free. Put a one in the chat if I sent you a pair of cop cards for free. I did. I know I did. I know at least half the people in this room have received a free cop card from me. I know it. Because I don't want to see you get arrested. 11111. I can get you this. I can get you one into your hand that you can print out yourself from a printer. It costs you nothing other than emailing me, and I'll email it to you. I can sell you this one for $20, and I'll give you a free set of cop cards to go with it. I can do that. What I cannot do, I can't get you to go down and laminate a copy of your driver's license, your registration, and your proof of insurance. I can't get you to do that. You have to do it your own. You have to get on yourself and say, man, Chili's been telling me this for so long, for so long, for so long. And then you know what I did? I went down to Office Max and I got it done. This is a photocopy of your driver's license. Obviously, I'm not Brad Pitt. Very obviously, I'm not that man. And that's not how you would pose in your driver's license picture. But I do have one just like this. I bought one and got 2 free cop cards. Yeah. It matters so much to me. It's my mission in life so deeply, so intensely that I have to do it. I have to get these out to you. You need to do this part. You need to get this part done. You have to get this part done. And I'm talking about a current copy of your registration, a current copy of your driver's license. That's what I'm talking about. A current copy of your insurance. This goes neatly in your trifold. And then you know what I do? I send you this nice broccoli wad rubber band. It goes right up on your visor. Put a one in the chat if you have a broccoli wad rubber band that I put in the envelope for you. This is the hardest part right here. Do you know that? This right here is the hardest part for me. And I don't have to do it. But if I do it, then I know you got it. I know you got the trifold. Now, all you got to do is this part. Get it up in your visor. Do it now. Do it right now. Take the rubber band I gave you, stick it on your visor, stick your ish in there, and strap it down. There it is. Just like that, right up in your visor. Or you're going to end up like this fool. Taquan X is on another level. All right? Taquan X can do things that you might not be able to do. Taquan X can do things that I can't do. Do not end up going to a dungeon because you want to buck the system. Melina got her cop cards and I gave her an extra set so she could give some away. I got to make money. I'm a capitalist. I make money from what I do. Not to the point where I'm going to withhold these from you. Not to the point where I'm not going to send you the knowledge via email. Not to the point where I'm like, oh, well, if you don't give me some money. Nope. There's no barrier to entry here. You don't got to give me a dime. I will give you the fruits of my labor for free. All you got to do is go to my website, contact, and say, Chili, I don't got any money. How many people have I sent the trifold for $5? You have no idea. You have no idea. Thank you guys for who can purchase it. God bless you. But this is mission. This is mission. That's what we're about here. Mission.
Move your foot.
He's pushing on me. I have a bad back. He's hitting
I'm
on me.
keeping you from turning towards me.
To talk to you, stupid. How stupid
Who's
are
this?
you?
Stay
Who is
back.
this?
Help! I'm getting
Back.
kidnapped. I
Sorry,
have
just
done
stay right
nothing
there.
wrong.
Stay right there.
House. They ran in our house.
I've done nothing wrong. No crime at all. Nothing wrong.
Let's get him in the car.
No!
Yes.
I'm not going
Stand
with you. I've done nothing.
Stand up.
What are you doing?
Stand up.
I've done nothing. I've done nothing. I've done you're hurting me. My arms are getting
We're
broken.
10-4. Still got one resistance.
Get me your supervisor now. I want a supervisor. Give me a supervisor. I need a supervisor. I'm being kidnapped. I've done nothing. I've done nothing.
Come on.
You're such a piece of shit.
Yeah,
I've done
I agree.
nothing wrong.
Get in the car.
Ow! Ow, my arm!
All right, we're caught up. Let's get to
We're
here.
10-4.
This is not
Attention
interfering.
away from his
I
investigation.
need to see your.
Okay, so we're caught up now. We went back and forth between a couple different videos for a minute, and now we're all caught up. And now we're at the 16th minute of this video, and now we are. I'm not going to tell you where we are now. I'll show you what happens next.
Not interference. I can say whatever I want to. That is not interference. I'm on my own property.
Y'all could be able
I'm
to-
on my own property, not interfering at all. Words is not interfering.
away from his investigation.
I need to see your
which you're
supervisor because
doing.
words is not. Can I get my light glasses?
No.
Glasses.
You don't-
I've got him. I got him. I'll
I
get him
don't
to
see
you.
anything back there right now.
Sir,
Yes, ma'am.
you could be arresting me for the same thing.
Okay.
Because I was
Ma'am, do you need EMS?
standing right here.
Do you need EMS?
You need EMS?
I don't think so. But I was.
Will y'all please
looking
run my
for-
ID? Do not detain you.
I have been hearing about a movie or a show called Cromwell, but I don't watch any TV, so I'll look into it.
Mom,
Thank you, Derek. Thank you, April. Thank you, Victor. Appreciate it.
I've got it. I know. I'm gonna show you. Look right here. This white one. Okay. The white one in the top. I'm trying to show you right there. Look. No, the other side. That white one right there. On the top.
Copy name, day birth.
Good point, PT.
Last name Voss. Victor, Ocean, Sam. First name Cody. Hey, y'all get his ID, bro?
Is the supervisor on the way?
No, they're not.
Did you get his ID,
Not on the way?
bro?
What?
Did you get his ID?
We got a U.S. passport card.
Yeah, that's what I had. Copy second name, date of birth when you're ready.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Last name Phillips. First name Derek. Thomasville.
Thanks, chilling all day. I appreciate you joining, man.
From the end of the house. What? No, I don't think so. Right?
That second one's 1986. No, he's driving in this pickup right here.
Yeah. No, not a part of the traffic stop.
Not at all.
Yes, sir. Oh,
That's what they're saying. I hadn't. What's up, sir? So I pulled over that Crown Vic. He was driving on 14 with no tail light. He pulled in here on 37, drove all the way in.
I call them state-run media operatives, Joyce. State-run media is the way I reference it because they're paid by the oligarchs, by the elites.
To the residence. He was actually right behind that Chevrolet pickup, and they both got out, started sovereign citizen crap. Not ID, not doing anything. So I detained the original driver for failed ID. Just detained him right now. Second guy started flipping out. That's when when Rugg showed up. Went to go detain him for basically interfering with the traffic stop. He then ran straight into the house.
I got no return for either of them.
Simple. He ran into the house. We had to follow him into the bedroom.
Who are they?
All they have are these passport cards or some crap. That's all they had.
God, you got Derek Phillips. You see the driver of the passenger?
Well, he was the one in the truck that interfered. They weren't in the same vehicle.
Why were they coming to this house?
They both said they live here, but I don't know. That female, she came out of the house, and I don't know if it's mom or what, but she kind of made it seem like they both live here.
What kind of resistance?
We got him in there. He was just kind of wrestling to go into cuffs, but I mean, it wasn't too bad.
So what kind of force job you?
Nothing. I mean, he fell onto the ground. We just kind of yanked his arm just to get him in the cuffs. What I was probably gonna do is the original driver I pulled over.
Niggy Burke, Niggy Burke. I'm not even going near that kind of language, but you people who donate memberships are generous to a fault. It's really a very much appreciated gift. Thank you. There's 3 or 4 people today who donated memberships to other people that they don't know, and I want to say thank you. I'm sorry. I've had technical problems on this whole stream, as you guys have seen. So, Niggy Burke, thank you so much, brother.
Over, just cut him a ticket and send him. I guess. I mean, that's all I got was this. I had to get it out of his wallet.
So he never ID'd?
No. Put him in failed ID.
Which one?
Block the traffic stops.
The first guy, the driver.
Listen to them stand around for those full-grown men trying to figure out how to charge these boys with crimes. And there's no victim, and they're trying to figure out how to charge them with a crime. That's you right there. Remember that. That's you if you don't take control of your stop.
Which one?
Block the traffic stops.
The first guy, the driver.
Yeah, I get here.
And then the other guy, once we got him in cuffs, he refused to walk to the car as well. So,
Like, made us carry him.
yeah.
He said the mom's a county commissioner?
Yeah, Derek Phillips is Terry Phillips' son.
Oh, okay.
The mom's a county commissioner.
Back of the shirt says Nick's.
Did the car come back to anything?
I didn't even get a chance to run it.
Does it have real tags on it?
The white one that I pull over does. The pickup that he was driving doesn't.
Yeah,
But the actual car I made the traffic stop on has the license plate.
What was the passenger doing?
Well, he was in the truck and he stepped out because he was I guess that Crown Vic or whatever I pulled over with Cody, and he followed him right into this house, and he was just coming up trying to yell at me during the traffic stop, preventing me from getting this guy's ID.
Taking your full attention away.
The entire attention.
Oh,
I couldn't even
immediately
focus.
when I
I
got
couldn't
here,
even
it
focus
was-
on this guy. So I immediately detained him just so I could. I mean, he was failing ID, so I detained him, and then had to deal with this guy. And that's when Rug showed up.
Look what Alan Hubbs wrote. They want you to be a felon so that you don't have any rights and they can control you completely.
Tried to detain him for the.
I told him to come talk to me, and he was, no, fuck you.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself. Come to me. So I walked over there to him. He turned around and freaking took off into the house. So
You need us to do it.
Nah, I appreciate y'all
Yeah,
coming out.
we're good.
No, I hadn't done anything yet. I've been dealing with this guy.
Do what you gotta do. So, you can do whatever you want to. I don't care.
He doesn't care. You can do whatever you want to them. He doesn't care. So now it's up to the cop to decide whether or not he's going to charge you with a bunch of crimes.
Well, that guy's definitely going for interfering first and foremost, resisting, and then the driver.
24 traffic.
With him, me having to find his ID and everything like that, you'd say failed ID or.
We're going to be at 69 just outside Winsdale City.
Whatever you want to do. The cop has total discretion on what he's going to do.
When this is car wash, it's going to be Robert Sam Mary 1319. Robert Sam Mary 1319.
Did he have a passport card too?
Mm-hmm.
Explains why they're acting the way they're acting.
Yeah. Yeah, as soon as because they pulled all the way in and.
What?
Looks like he's on the phone now.
Yeah, I'm about to make a phone call too.
Yeah.
All right. Dude, hey, McClanahan.
Yeah. I'm going to go see what's in the vehicle.
I'll just keep him in my car since we've already got him.
Yeah.
We patted him down for weapons and stuff. He's still got stuff on him, but no worry about it.
Okay.
We'll just keep him in my car. Interfering for sure.
Yeah, interfering.
What'd you stop him for?
So I didn't even stop this guy. He wasn't
No,
even
I know
involved.
that.
The
But
original
you stopped.
car that I stopped was no taillights whatsoever on the car.
Okay.
He was headed north on 14, and when I caught up to him, he turned on the 37 and drove all the way to this house.
Did not know what he was doing. He started running from me.
Yeah.
Alright, man. Put your glasses. Okay. So just so you're aware, you are under arrest, okay? For what crime? For interfering.
You know, interference is a physical act.
Hey,
It's
hey
not.
Derek.
Not a verbal.
Hey Derek, have you ever had a Texas driver's license?
I had it before in the past, yeah. Like Texas travel ID though. Is the ambulance on the way? I believe I'm bleeding.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, you do have a cut on your face. Yeah, they're on their way.
So his face is now scarred for the rest of his life. He's going to have a little reminder on his face for the rest of his life.
Okay.
Is your supervisor on the way as well?
Our supervisor's already here.
Can't speak. Is it he or her?
You don't need to speak with him.
Don't get to speak with a chance to speak with the supervisor. Why do I not get a chance to speak with your
I can go ask him if he wants to speak with you, but
I'd like
no,
to-
we're not required to have you speak to our supervisor.
No, I know you're not required. I've asked.
I'm more than happy
68.
to go ask him.
68. Detective Fitzpatrick was able to locate those DLs. I got them when you're ready.
Okay.
Return on that deal comes back to Cody Storm Voss.
They're muting it because it's personal.
Pause for a second.
That was personal information.
Go ahead.
Return on Derek Lee Phillips. Going to be a white male. I just had a LaPorte, Texas. That's going to be eligible. Class
Is there anything
Charles.
in the car?
Expiration.
I didn't see anything.
Plain
view.
10-4, thank you. Can you add both of them to the call, please?
That's going to be the case called Arizona versus Gant. There's nothing in plain view.
I don't know if you're going to leave it or tow it or.
I'm just gonna leave it.
He asked for the keys.
to move on, so he can get his car out.
I got the keys to this one. I don't know where the other one is.
Everybody hit the like button. 64% of you people are not subscribed. Please hit the subscribe button.
Cody. Hey, who are these people out here?
Yes, Terry Phillips and Karen Phillips.
Okay. Are you okay if you leave the vehicle with them?
Are you taking us
Yes. So right now you're under arrest, and so is Derek
for what crime?
for failed ID.
You had my ID.
Okay. Are you okay leaving the vehicle here with them?
Yeah, they can have. It's not a vehicle though. It's an automobile. I'm not involved in commerce. I told you guys.
I'm not gonna argue tonight.
Okay. Hey,
Hey, can I speak to you? Look, I know. Hey guys.
Where are the keys at so they can move the vehicle?
You had them.
I put them back in your pocket. Are they still in your
I
pocket?
can't tell these handcuffs.
Okay.
I thought you put them both on your hood.
What's your cuffs?
Yeah,
I'm gonna give him the
give it
keys.
to
Okay?
Terry. Yeah. So you're taking this both.
What do you think on him just resisting and interfere, or
Yeah. Yep. Resisting? Yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah? But I didn't know if you want to do evading too. Or...
Now, let's talk about that for just a second. We have Press with Ranker here. He's been charged with a felony interfering. So, what are we seeing across the country right now? We know that interference is a physical act around the country. Are cops arresting people? And Charlie is just spazzing today. Charlie, you got to calm down, little guy. Calm down. So, around the country, people are being arrested for interfering. Some even, like Press with Ranker, like Felicia said, being charged with a felony interfering, even though they're not getting in the way physically. Now, the other guy was interfering because he was flipping out and the cop couldn't concentrate, and the Kevin judge or the Karen judge is going to agree. You and I watching it, we're going to agree with the guy who was spazzing out like he wasn't interfering. The Kevin or Karen judge, the Kevin or Karen jury is going to agree with the copper. Put a 1 in the chat if that's a fact. The Karen or Kevin judge is going to agree with the copper.
No, I'm not worried about the evading.
Where'd they go? Here are the keys to this car. I don't know what happened with this.
I think they're in his pocket or something.
Okay.
Derek's got a few things on his person that he'd like to give you guys.
You see what she's doing? She's standing there recording, as you should be doing. Everybody should be recording cops at all times.
Doesn't want to go to jail with him.
Yeah.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll pull him out real quick and grab that stuff, and we'll get to you. Okay. All right.
Hey, do you want your wallet to go with you as well, or do you want to leave it here with them?
I don't know. Did Derek take his wallet, or is he leaving it here?
I think he's leaving it. I don't know for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Cause
I mean, we can take it with you to jail. That's fine.
Well, I don't want y'all to be going. I mean, you can.
It's your wallet, man. I mean, it's whatever you want to do.
I just don't think it was right. Like, I mean, you could have just given me a citation, and I could.
We're beyond that now.
What are y'all getting him for?
Interfering with public duties.
When y'all went into his house and without a warrant.
Okay, I guess the wallet's gonna go with you to jail. That's fine.
I understand. I'm not saying I don't understand. What I am saying is don't let that be you. That's what I'm saying. The law is already established that the jackboot thug pigs are going to follow. It's already established. It's not going back. The DMV gets money. It makes the state money, more money than you and I can give the state. And so because the DMV makes so much money off your license and your registration, it's not going back. So you have to get your license, registration, and proof of insurance. You have to have it, or they're going to put you in jail, baby. Do you understand that? They're going to put you in jail. They're going to arrest you. They'll run into the county commissioner's house, tackle you, tase you, shoot you. They'll do anything to get you. What we have to change is the barbaric system that's been created. I don't think we're ever going to be able to change the DMV driver's license scam. It's a scheme. It says so in the 1915 case of Hendricks versus Maryland. It's a scheme to get money out of us.
Is the actual charge it failed ID since it was on the traffic stop, or is it a transportation code something?
I believe it's failed ID after being lawfully detained. I'll have to look it up. Okay. So I don't care what you do. I'm a ticket, cut him loose, take him to jail. It's up to you. Do everything like you would normal.
Yeah.
So, do you want me to just deal with Derek, or you want Peter's to book?
Hey, Chris, you're going to order a trifold. Listen, make sure you get the right one. There's a $9 one that printed home, and there's a $20 one. If you get the $20 one that I shipped to you in the mail, this one right here, then let me know in the notes. Do you want another trifold for free, or do you want a pair of Fifth Amendment cop cards for free? Chris, I will add to your order an additional cop card for free. You get two of them, driver and non-driver. Or if you'd like, if you have more than one car, or a son or a daughter or a cousin or spouse, and you want an extra trifold, just have to write in the notes when you order, Chili, I'd like an extra trifold. They cost $20, so essentially it's two for $20 if you want two trifolds. Now, you may want the Fifth Amendment cop card because it's literally indestructible unless you cut it or burn it. It's just like your Visa card, your driver's license, exact same stuff. So let me know, Chris, when you order, do you want another trifold, or do you want a pair of cop cards with that? For free. Doesn't cost you anything. Just tell me in the notes what you want, and I'll put it in your envelope. Guaranteed. I might put it in there anyway. If you don't tell me what you want, I'm going to put one or the other in your envelope anyway.
Both of them, and I'll just transport them.
I'll book both of them in. That way we're not both off
I'll
the
just
street.
transport him.
What's he complaining about?
He's got a cut on his head, I think, from when I tackled him in the house.
So Derek wants to talk to me?
Yeah.
About what?
He just wants to talk to your supervisor.
Okay. What side is he on?
Huh?
What side is he on?
Passenger side.
Passenger side?
Yep.
Do you need anything else done?
No, I'm leaving the car here. So.
Smash my lung on something. It's like a salty piece of it freaking hurts. I don't know what I hit.
What a jackboot thug pig. You tackled that guy with a couple cops. You bloodied him. You torture cuffed him. You drug him to the car by the torture cuffs. And look at him. He got to look with a light. There's not even any blood he can swipe on his fingers and say, look, I'm bleeding. Nothing. He's got to look on a light to see if there's a scratch.
Freaking hurts. I don't know what I hit.
He whacked his arm and it hurts. Imagine how the guy he tackled is feeling.
Yeah.
You see him spike the camera? Watch. So just so you guys know, spiking the camera, when you shoot, there's 3 walls and the audience is looking in for the 4th wall. If people are talking right here and they're doing a scene in a film or in a show, this is spiking the camera when they look at it, called spiking the camera. It's my assertion that the Hawthorne effect that I learned from Press with Rancor, it's my assertion that if we simply used a camera system, we no longer used physical detainment for torture cuffs. You wouldn't need to on most people. But when the camera's rolling, the Hawthorne effect is in full effect. And watch this cop. He realizes that he's standing next to someone with a body cam rolling. Watch his eyes. Watch his eyes right here.
Yeah.
Watch his eyes. There it is. You see that? You see it? He's looking right at the camera. He's looking right at the camera. Why is that? He's acutely aware that he's being filmed. That's why. Shanta just gifted 5 memberships. Who wants one? Let Shanta know. Thank you, Shanta. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let's keep rolling.
Where was the body cam at? Did it go off in the room?
It fell off in the room.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
I saw it laying there after we got him in cuffs.
Gotcha.
Torture cuffs.
Oh yeah.
Into a bedroom.
Tackled him in the bedroom. Yeah, like turned around and took off.
333 copy, business one.
Told me he wanted me to come over there and talk to him, but he didn't want to talk to me. Oh, we're just waiting for EMS, huh?
Yeah.
So we are waiting for you.
Yeah.
For which one? Yours or
This guy.
And then mom seems to, she was having like a full-scale panic attack.
Yeah.
Or acting like she was having a panic attack. I don't know.
Seems okay now.
Yeah. Tell her she's calmed down a lot now.
She was still.
She was
Like
like,
whoever showed
yeah,
up
she was, like,
calmed her down.
hyperventilating
So.
and like skip talking, stutter talking. What?
I said whoever showed up calmed her down.
Yeah.
Shabendu's correct.
This is their house. It's her husband. Dad said it's his house, so I assume that's their house. There they are.
EMS.
21 EMS Spencer. Yeah.
I mean, maybe he really is hurt chasing down that guy who had beat those children. Oh, wait, he didn't beat any children. Chasing down that guy who'd robbed that store. Oh, wait, he didn't do anything like that. Chasing down the guy who did nothing wrong other than being an interrupting dick, which I agree with him. I just don't handle myself that way because I don't want to go in torture cuffs. Now, look, this is the system. Take a look, everybody. Take a look. Look at those jackboot thug pigs just sitting around. They're on the company dime, which is our dime. We're paying them. Your tax dollars go to bombs, wars, cops, and cages. That's where your money goes. That's what you're seeing here. That's where your money goes. And now he may need some time off to let that. I don't know if I can make it in. I need, probably a week. In a week, I might be okay. Let me take a week off, $2,500, sitting around. He's going to go to the Bahamas, enjoy himself for a week. Jackboot thug pigs. Put it in the comment section. JBTP.
Phillips.
How you go from being a cop to a sovereign citizen to how's it going? Sounds like they'll have fun out here. Huh? Yeah. So he's got certain where he's talking to him right now. He's got an abrasion on his head. When I tackled him, mom was having like a full-scale panic attack. She seems like she's calmed down a little bit. That's why I'm going to ask her. Yeah, I'm going to go ask her again. But he's got to get on his head. Want to see you guys or not? Okay. The monitor. I told him I didn't know what type of movie it was going to be. So I was like, oh, I'll go see that. Yeah, man, on Christmas. What are you going to do over here? He's going to ask his wife. He doesn't think so, though. Okay.
Yeah, with a suspicious vehicle in Bellwood Lake, no 28 available. It's going to be a silver Chevy.
So was he in the truck?
He was in this truck.
So did they
They
both
both pulled in at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Because the car I pulled over was right behind my truck.
Makes more sense.
And then they both, because I lit him up like right at 14, and he kept driving all the way down into the.
Yeah. What?
I saw someone run fly by the next hour, she started running. We're sitting there like, what are they going to right now? And then didn't answer, so I just started running code.
Do what?
I said, when you asked for a 101, I could hear whoever it was yelling in the background, and then he didn't answer the radio, so I just started running code.
Sitting around, sucking each other off.
333, 1023.
It's not a car, it's an automobile.
Yeah.
I love it.
So I don't want to ruin it for you guys, but let me tell you what happens. They take those guys to jail. They take them to jail. Had the guy kept his composure in the beginning, he would have given him a ticket. He would have got a ticket. There would have been no torture cuffs. There'd be no dungeon. The guy, the son of the county commissioner, wouldn't be in torture cuffs. If he had sat there and quietly filmed and maybe interjected a few things like a regular human being, if he hadn't flipped out that way, neither one of them would be going to the dungeon right now. Neither one. Neither one of them. I put the link for the original video in the comment section. If you guys want to finish watching this, you're more than welcome to do so. The way you handle yourself is everything. I keep telling you, you invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. You have your license, registration, proof of insurance ready to go. That's how you do it. If you can't afford the one for $20, there's one for $9. You print out at home. If you don't have the $9 to print it out at home, I'll email it to you for free. And people are subsidizing you to get it for free. People who are giving away memberships and donating, and they buy 3 trifolds, and then that tells me, man, Steve came through the other day and he bought 5 trifolds, and I'm like, you know what? I think he got a couple hoodies or something else, and I was like, man, what this does for me is it says you're getting supported by people. Now you take your knowledge and you give it away. So it won't cost you anything for me to email this to you other than you taking the time to ask me to email it to you by going to deletelaws.com, getting the contact form and say, free trifold, please. I'm going to email it to you, and then you print it out yourself. There's about 100 people who have only charged the hard cost to and shipping. 100, 200, I have no idea. I've done it so many times, I have no idea. I have a full-time assistant that's all he does. I send him an email, boom, he ships you off a trifold. It's just that simple. You have to have your stuff in order. If you don't have your stuff in order, you're going to go to the dungeon. Now, today, just so you guys know, if everybody would please hit the like button. Hit the like button. Have you subscribed yet? I told you, man, 2/3 of the people here are not subscribed. Hit the subscribe button. Just do it. Who cares? Who cares? You hitting subscribe on YouTube means diddly to you. It means a really big deal to me, though. It means a lot to me. So please hit the subscribe button. Now, this is episode, I believe it's 26 of American Patriot. In 2022, I drove from California to Maine and back twice. I stopped at every little podunk town, big city, cowboy ranch, city slickster place, everywhere I went, from Denver to Florida to New York, Massachusetts, Maine. Didn't matter where I went, there was corruption and tyranny. And one of those places that I stopped was called Ironton, Ohio, when a woman named Sarah Page called me and told me that the cops were stalking her. I ended up staying in Ironton for almost 2 weeks. I ended up going to jail, getting arrested, had to flee Ironton because they were going to have a bond reduction or a bond revocation hearing to put me in the dungeon in Ironton, Ohio. I had to flee. I still have a warrant for my arrest in Ironton, Ohio for misdemeanor protesting because I wasn't going to go to that bond revocation hearing because they would have put me in the dungeon. So I cut that series down into 100 pieces. And so this is episode 26 of 100 pieces. And you're going to get to see it. If you're not subscribed to American Patriot, let me drop the link down in the chat. Start from episode 1. This is a really good series. YouTube has demonetized the entire series. Ask me why. No clue. They just said your channel's not worthy of being monetized. So you can watch this presentation and let me know if you think it's worthy of being monetized, but they completely demonetized the channel. So now we're about $20,000 into producing this series so that people can understand the work that I did in Ironton. Since I've left Ironton, Ohio, 5 cops, including the chief of police, resigned and the other 4 are gone. So let's get into this. Let's check out the episode 26 of American Patriot. I'll drop the link down here in the chat. The owner came up. She was very, very bitter. She was very mad at me. She was very upset that I was in McDonald's. And she asked me if I was filming, and I said, yes, I am. And she said, get out. All right, do you want to pop over here real fast? Let's have a conversation. How you guys doing? Give me 2 seconds. How you doing, sir?
How you doing, man?
My pleasure. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man. I'm glad you're doing this, man.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'm glad you guys all came. Thank you. Thank you. There's that hoodie says overturn Terry. There's lots of people in the parking lot here, lots of citizens. So jump in that passenger side if you would, please, so we can have some privacy. You're not afraid people are going to see you?
No, I'm tired of being pushed around by these so-called, people that are supposed to protect us, and they don't. All they do is harass and threaten us and harm us. Mm-hmm. I mean, it started with me with a domestic a few years back, and I was held captive. The cops, I had went to my garage during this domestic 3-day thing, and I was screaming for someone to call the cops because he wouldn't let me go. He was my boyfriend. Okay. And so the cops finally show up, and I'm thinking I can get out of there. I have a gash in my head, blood, black eyes, bruises all over me. It was bad. And the cops like, well, what do you want to do? Because it was my house. And I said, well, I want him out. And he stood on his bag and said, well, why don't we both go to jail? Because apparently in this town, the cop can decide if it's relevant for both to go to jail. But I guess me beating up was good enough for me to go to jail.
I'm sorry, you're crying. And what are you the most upset about right now?
Because it was a traumatizing situation to begin with. The cop never took the time to treat me like a person or a human and to see what the real problem was. He never took the time to do that. Automatically, I was considered bad and had to go to jail.
I've been there, man.
And then I get almost killed there because they had to do staples in my head. I had 7 staples with a hairline fracture in my skull now. And the cops escort me over there to St. Mary's, and then they're taking me to jail after. They're booking me in.
You're going to jail, which, by the way, that's going on. Lots of couples are being arrested. We talked to one woman, her husband is arrested in the convenience store she works at. They arrested her. When they arrested Tim, they arrested Sarah. Double the revenue.
Yes,
the revenue.
That's right. That's right. And so I was like, I can't believe I'm still going to jail. So they're booking me, right? And hair's falling down from where they had to shave to put the staples in.
They're booking you in after you have staples in your head?
Yes. I have a head trauma, a severe concussion, and I'm being booked into the county. And he's talking to me, and hair's coming down, and I went, to get the hair out of my face. He said, don't you spit at me. And he threw me, Spalgeric. I'll never forget him. Threw me on the ground.
Spalgeric's in prison.
Stuck his knee on my neck. I couldn't breathe. I thought my last breath was going to be with that asshole's knee on my neck. And everything went black. I went ahead and just closed my eyes and accepted it because I couldn't breathe anymore. And then the woman goes, that's enough. You got to let up. And he let up just in time.
Did they strip search you?
Oh, yeah.
So they strip search her going from the hospital.
Yep.
It's to demoralize you. It's to dehumanize you. It's to break your soul. Because how many people here, when they meet someone new, turn around, spread their butt cheeks, and cough? How many people here do that? So the war on drugs is a farce.
It is.
It's a total farce. Look what they did to this woman. She was beaten by a man, and they arrested her for it. That's going on right here. It's disgusting. And this could be called Anywhere Town. I'm sorry for interrupting you, Krista. I just wanted to make sure that people knew that you were sexually assaulted on top of being wrong. My hand's shaking. It's making me so mad. Your story has got me the most emotional yet because it's wrong what happened to you.
So somebody, I don't know who it was, wanted me out of there. And my parents got contacted, and my dad was right there because he knew I was hurt. I go to court a couple weeks later and everything's dropped on me. Why do I even have to go do that? It wouldn't have been that way if they would have checked. That was just one time.
Yeah.
Another time that was a severe trauma. My daughter got on methamphetamines that I blame the county for. They are responsible for putting this shit on the street just as much as anybody else. And she gets messed up and she's like acting crazy, and I want to help her, so I call 911.
Oh no.
Well, she had pulled a knife, and I had to get a knife from her, and I already was traumatized from that. And they show up with the sheriff, and the sheriff is sitting there, well, what's your name? Which they are not allowed to do. They are not allowed to show up and ask other people for their IDs and information just because you're there. That's
right.
Illegal.
That's right.
So I wouldn't give him my information.
That's right.
He said, it's okay, Krista Jamarco. You got a warrant. And he puts me in. Okay, so they take me to jail on a warrant that was originally dropped. He wouldn't let me prove it. He wouldn't let me go get the paperwork. I told him right there, you are breaking my civil rights.
Well, who's the cop?
That one was, you all are talking about him all the time, Blankenship.
Blankenship took you to jail on a warrant that didn't exist.
Yes. And then they pretended like it wasn't there for 3 days. I sat there for 3 days.
You went to the dungeon. So now this is the second time you've been to.
Second time I've dealt with them.
How many people have you raped?
None.
How many people have you beat up?
None.
How many people have you made a victim out of that person?
None.
You've had 0 victims in your life, but yet you've been dragged to the dungeon, strip searched, sexually assaulted. Did you have to turn around, squat, and cough?
Yes.
So you know the term turn around, squat, and cough?
Yeah.
Wow. And so now you go to jail for calling the police for a wellness check to help you with your daughter. Is that correct?
Yes.
And so then when Blankenship gets there, he runs the radio and they say you have a warrant that you know has already been quashed.
Mm-hmm.
And so you say, I have paperwork in my bedroom. Let me show it to you. Don't arrest me.
Mm-hmm.
And what does Blankenship say to you?
No, I wasn't allowed to get my paperwork. He said, just get in the car. He shoved me into the car, takes my head, dunks me down, and shoves me into the car. Knocked my head off the side of the car, too, while he was doing it. I was so mad. I kept my cool, though. But when I got to jail and they wouldn't look it up, like, come on, it's right there. It's right there. Look it up. They know. They didn't want to do their job. I got manhandled in the jail over that shit.
Wow. Wow. You had to stay in jail for 3 days?
3 days. My mom ended up calling Monday because it was on a damn Friday night. Friday afternoon is what it was. So it was technically 2 days. But Monday morning, she calls over to the courthouse and she's like, why is my daughter in jail? She done went and got this warrant dropped 2 weeks ago. Why is she in jail? And so they go and look it up. And I still don't know why it took so long to get across the street to begin with. It had been dead for 5 days before that happened.
So this is another story, just like Tim Lyons. Remember, Officer Sheriff Lawless, he wants a new jail. They dungeoned Tim Lyons for 3 days saying you don't have a bond. And then they dungeoned her for 3 days saying that she had a warrant that she knew was not there. Did they check to see if maybe you had paperwork that was legit?
No, they said they looked on the computer, but they didn't. And then this one sheriff comes in, and I know him.
What's
He's
his name?
Bowles.
Bowles?
Bowles. And he looks it up, and he goes, look, guys, it's right here on the front part of her screen. It says update, and you click on it, and it said that my warrant was dropped.
And which day was that? Day 1, 2, or 3?
3.
And then, so Bowles is your friend then? Or he acted
Bowles
like a...
said, get Jamarco out of here. She's a lawsuit waiting to happen. That's what he said.
Wait, so Bowles doesn't say it's wrong that you've been dungeoned. He says this is a lawsuit waiting. How long ago was that?
That was, well, that was 2 years ago.
Was it been more than 2 years or just 2 years?
Just 2 years.
We need to know if it's within 2 years because you should file a civil rights lawsuit.
I want a civil rights lawsuit. I tried. I asked everybody and no one would help.
Lawyers are not going to help
No,
you unless
they're
you're
not.
paying them. Unless you're giving
Hey,
them
I paid for an attorney and he still stuck me under. That was a Kentucky case. That was recent. They were in my vehicle when I come out of my friend's house. How did they do that? Didn't even pull me over, dude. In my fucking vehicle when I come out.
So you're just a everyday lawless lawbreaker. Is that who you are?
Oh yeah, I guess so.
So do you assault people?
No.
Are you a meth dealer?
No.
Are you beating children?
No.
I don't understand.
I don't even do anything. I'm fine.
And you've been to jail 3 times that we're talking about so far. There's a third time too, right?
Yep.
In another county. What do they go to jail for there?
Okay, so TJ and Sarah, they're my friends. They're my buddies. Like, I've stayed the night with them and hung out with them. They knew my deceased husband, and so we all hung out together, you know.
Sure.
And well, Derek had just died, and they knew I was having a rough time, and money was tight, and I'm taking care of 4 grandkids and my elderly parents, so I needed cigarette money, and he loaned it to me.
Oh.
Well, I was going down the road, and this girl that I knew is pregnant, and she's walking on the outside, and her dude's walking on the other side. I stop and give him a ride. Okay? So we get over there. She's throwing up, so I park towards the dumpster because I don't want her to get sick in my truck, and that way, you know, it all works out. Well, I go into TJ's house, and I'm hanging out, and 20 minutes later, I come out, and there's some cops in my truck.
So how'd they get into your truck?
He just opened up the door, I guess, or he got permission from the girl that was there. She was scared. She didn't know what.
Which cop was this?
Now his name, it was something Brad something. I can't remember his last name.
Was it Hanshaw?
No, this was in Kentucky, and
Okay.
I got the paperwork on his.
Okay.
He even wrote it out on the ticket that he had followed me and never pulled me over.
So it was a lie.
Yeah.
It was a lie.
Yeah, and I took it to court, and I knew I had it, but they strong-armed me the whole way. I paid $2,700 for a lawyer. Chris DeLauder, he lives over here.
Chris DeLauder.
Paid for him.
And then did he get the body cam?
No, he said that they couldn't get it. I had asked for it. He said they couldn't get it.
Why couldn't they get it? Why couldn't they get it?
Oh, it wasn't working that night conveniently.
Oh, so the body cam doesn't work when they illegally search your car?
Oh, sure. It don't. No, I don't know.
Right. Do you have anything else you want to add while we're here? Any particular cops that hurt you badly?
Just definitely Spall Jarrett and Blankenship. They're no good.
Blankenship. You know, I had Blankenship's grandpa in earlier, and he was telling me how they're good boys and they're doing the right thing, and that it's you who's on drugs. Were you on drugs when Blankenship abused you?
No, I was not.
Mm-hmm.
These people are brainwashed, okay? Especially the older people. They're so programmed that they don't realize that they are. And so it's so easy when someone tells them this is black, they think it's black without checking out whether it's really black or not, you know?
Right.
It's bullshit. People don't check things out for themselves. If someone tells you something, do research.
Where does Spall Jarrett work at?
The sheriff's county jail, Lawrence County Sheriff Office.
Jeff Lawless. The personable, nice sheriff.
Yep.
Spall Jarrett's a brutal thug, according to several people now.
Yes.
Spall Jarrett hurts people. And does anybody report him for doing this?
The woman that was there, she's an older woman. Her name is Joy. And I really think she felt bad about it. I think she's the one that called my parents because my parents didn't know. I didn't get a call. You don't get a call when you go in there, by the way. You don't get a call.
You don't get a phone call?
No, you don't. No, you don't. And you are sleeping on top of other people there. It's always packed. It's been packed for years. I got scars from the handcuffs. I don't know if you can see it that good. Yeah, you can see it right there.
Wow. Put that back up. You have scars from the hand. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
She has scars from the handcuffs.
Yeah.
Oh
There's
my.
one over here.
Oh my God.
Right there. That big indent scar. That's them scratching the hell out of me.
All right. Anything else you want to add before I let you go?
Yes. The more people that stand up, the more change we can create. We are the ones. We're the voices. We have to do this.
Yeah.
That's why I'm here.
That's why she's here. She's not accusing the two brother cops of dealing drugs. She's accusing the brother who came in and testified on camera and gave his account, his report, that he's the one that they bought drugs from. So I want to make sure this is clear.
That's what I was told.
She's not saying it was. She's not saying it was Carl either. Carl Blankenship.
I don't know him either.
Wow. So that was episode 26. Look forward to episode 27 coming out on Friday. It should be coming out on Friday. I got all new hoodies in. So we have all sizes are now in for the We Don't Stop hoodies. These are now in stock, every single size. We got large, extra large, medium. The only one we don't have is small. We don't have small in stock. As a matter of fact, we shipped one out to England today. So the We Don't Stop hoodies are in right now. Make sure you get a hoodie. And oh, by the way, if you get a hoodie, you also get a trifold and you also get a pair of cop cards. I just put it in. I don't put it on the website, but if you come to the live, I tell you these things. So if you get a hoodie from me, I'm going to add in a trifold and a cop card to every hoodie sold. So it's funny because some of the hoodies were in Los Angeles and some of the hoodies were in Nevada. And so people who ordered a hoodie, and I would have to phone over to LA to ship out the hoodie. If I was in Nevada, if I was in LA, I'd have to call to Nevada and say, ship out a trifold and a cop card. So if you get a hoodie, you're going to get a cop card and a trifold with it. It's going to go right inside your hoodie. So if you guys look forward to that, and they're all in stock right now. I give you my word, Cheryl. I do actually. We do. Miguel, we have XXX in stock. I think they run a tiny bit small, just a tiny bit small, but these are the top quality hoodie you can buy. These are actually, I go downtown LA. I source these myself. I feel the material. I just don't sell crap. I sell stuff that's good. The trifold's on indestructible paper. Of course, you can destroy it if you try to, but it's on indestructible paper. I've had the same trifold for 3 years and hasn't faded one bit because it's on indestructible paper. The Fifth Amendment cop cards are made out of the same material, your driver's license, a hotel key, your Visa card, the same stuff. And the hoodie is top of the line, the best hoodie you can buy, period, bar none. I buy the best stuff you can buy. And then remember, if you order a hoodie, I give you a trifold and a cop card with it. Put it right inside of it. So, yeah. And then make sure if you guys do order a trifold, let me know. Do you want an extra trifold or do you want the cop cards with it? Just put it in the notes. If you order anything from me, besides the print at home trifold, if you order a cop card or you order a trifold from me and I'm shipping something to you, I read the notes. So do you want 2 cop cards with your cop card order or do you want a trifold with a cop card? Let me know what you want because I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I'll give you whatever you want. Just write it in the notes. Let me know what you want in the notes. I apologize. I'm starting to lose my voice. I'm still on the about 80% of the way back from being sick. Chevy, what's going on? Everybody do me a favor. Put down in the comment section, OTVO, overturn Terry versus Ohio. Put in the comment section. Amber is here. What is going on? Okay, Amber, shoot me an email and I will email you one that you can print right out. Go to my website and then go to contact and say, hey, this is Amber Weber. I don't got any money right now. And I will email you over that trifold. You got to print it out. So it'll cost you like 10 or 15 cents at Kinko's or FedEx Office or Office Max, wherever you're going to get it printed out. No problem. What's up, Melvin? What's going on, Playboy? Nunya, Paul, Brett, David. What is going on? Nunya Business. Derek, how are you, my friend? What is going on? I Am God is here. Dave is here. What's going on? Derek. Milena is here. Good to see you, Milena. I'm so glad you're here. Dar North. What's going on, Dar? How you doing? Wyatt Elder is here. Team DLZ. Brandy is here. Good to see you, Brandy. Thank you for coming. Tim C is here. I hope a war is not coming. Do not go to violence. Do not go to violence. What we're going to do is when we organize well enough, a little more time, I'm going to get to 1 million subscribers. And as soon as I get to 1 million subscribers, then when I get to different towns and cities and states along the country, when we find out about the cop who violates someone, we're going to go with 1,000 of us and go sit down all around that police station for the entire day. They're not going to be able to get their cars in and out of the garage. They're not going to be able to do anything. We're going to go sit down and sit in peacefully peacefully protest. If the cops attack you, let them attack you, because there's going to be 1,000 people there and we're going to film it. If I had the manpower now in McCusker, California, I would have done a sit-in when I saw the cops attack a high school kid. But I'm not going to go to violence. If you're looking for a leader who's going to lead a revolution in violence, it's not me. If a revolution breaks out here, I need to leave, exile myself from this country until the violence is over, and then come back and lead. You don't want me to get killed in that, because there has to be a leader. A leader has to emerge who understands how government works, who understands how to move the levers to make sure we can change the policies. When we get to 1 million subscribers and I find out about police departments that violate people's rights, I'm going to go to that city, that state, and I'm going to ask 1,000 of you to come out, and we're going to stop the business of those pigs for a day. And that's power, my friends. That's power. When you can control your emotional state, when you can control yourself from losing your composure, losing your cool, that's when we really have power. And we are allowed to peacefully protest. And that's my idea. And I'm copying Gandhi. I'm copying people who have led before me. W, what is going on, my friend? That's my plan. Bruce, what is going on? Chevy, what's going on? Playboy, I see you. Miguel, how you doing? Mr. Bones, what is going on? Listen, Kimono, I am also a fighter. I love fighting. I spent so many years on the mat. I had surgery on both of my ears because they used to be just mangled. This one looks great, almost perfect. And this one's still a little mangled, but I had surgery already. I love fighting. We're not supposed to fight, though, for our rights with physical violence. It won't work. They've militarized the police. We do it by peacefully protesting and showing the world that they'll attack us. That's how we do it. Paul, what's going on, my friend? How are you? Thank you. I feel a little bit better. JT Soup is here. Junior is here. Good to see you. Grateful Dabs is here. Just let me play the god dang game. Felicia from Australia wants excuse me, I'm sorry. Felicia wants to be there. Cheryl, what's going on, Mighty? How are you? Modern, what is going on, my friend? Peppa, good to see you. Alan Hubbs is here. What is going on, Alan? Jim is here. Good to see you. Aristo is here. Dumper Dave is here. April, as always, is here. Thank you for coming, April. I appreciate it. Baron Bones. Press with Rancor. I got to get the flock out of here. I'm getting worse and worse every second. I will see you guys on the next one. Later, Gators.